Hello, everyone. Do you ever feel like your calendar is controlling you instead of you controlling the calendar? With your meetings scheduled everywhere, conflicting priorities, and absolutely no time to actually think about what matters to you. Well, what I'm going to show you should change how you plan your calendar. And along with your drive times, removing your schedule, reorganize it all together in one single soup. Because we've all been there. I've felt that pain there. You have a lot of meetings, you have to be somewheres, showcase, demo, train, whatever that happens. It's difficult to balance all your needs and your calendar itself. There's only so much time in the day. And that's where this idea came from. I've implemented it in other places as well. The idea came up from a calendar. And many people use their own subscription services of calendars. Doesn't mean you have to stick to that. The code is adaptable. It's flexible enough that I created some synthetic data that creates my calendar, but you could also plug it in from another existing calendar service, display it on the screen, as you can see there, or just use another source. Maybe use a Word or text file or a workbook. Either of those would actually work. You'll have to adapt it a little bit, but it's not that bad. The next part, as you can see here, is you can choose your date ranges. They're readily available for you there, and it's not that difficult. Very little, very intuitive, and very little training needed there. So let's keep on going. Because in this case, there's very little data available there. It's only one meeting, but you can easily see that it quickly adapts and piles up very quickly. And this is where this assistant comes into play. You already probably guessed by looking at the screen, you see on the left-hand navigation that you have who's the provider, your LLM. In this case, it's a paid provider. So your data would go there and it would help you organize that across your entire application itself. But also you can set the temperature and you could adapt it to whatever needs are. In this case, it could be OpenAI or whichever paid LLM you have itself. The real world examples happen as wanting to organize your calendar efficiently, either by removing meetings, geographic locations, grouping them by specific tasks. So that said, you have to be realistic on the output here and the expectations. A nice UI, very simple to really deal with, fast enough, and modular and extensible enough that you can connect it to other AI prompts, components, whatever your needs might be, as we were specifying before. Who could this be for? This is for either managers, trainers, executives, anybody who wants to refocus, reorganize, and make their calendar more efficient, their entire workflow when it comes to planning. And this is where the idea of the AI-powered calendar came from. It's very easy to adapt. You can clone the repo, set up your environment, configure your API key, and then you'll be ready to go. Documentations are available, not much really to do, but feel free to reach out if you run into any trouble as well. And once you start using it and really looking at the functionality we're playing with, it's like going from a flip phone to a smartphone. It's hard to go back without losing functionality there. So it's open source, and there's a lot of much features here. Take a look at it. Let's start looking at this. Choose the week as we were talking about. And what do we want to achieve? The instructions are right here. Choose the dates. You can select dates manually there, specifically by specific time and date, but you can also realize which ones you want to remove, which ones are important for you, which ones are not. In this case, let's make it interactive to find what we would like to remove. Maybe we're not looking to do product launches, that they're very time consuming and dedicated. So let's specify that here in the prompt. Plan the selected dates, prioritize meetings with demos, and remove those meetings with containing the word launch, and keep the drives under 30 minutes. You could also select here, check which prioritization if you want customer meetings or minimal travel time, training sessions, include them. In this case, we're just going to leave them as they are. We already followed all the information here, and let's click on the generate schedule plan. It's going to be making the calls to the respective LLM. It's a very lightweight one too, small one. We don't need overkill or very heavy LLM there. It's going to save you costs on your tokens there as well. And while it's running, you can see that there's a lot more meetings. It's not just small amounts of. You can expand them all here. It's working for us. And it's planning all our data according to what we want. The response is here. It says it prioritized our schedule for Nice, France, for these dates. And this is what it did. Organize the meetings based on the customer meetings, internal meetings. It's giving you details. Your assistant is telling you. It removed all the meetings with launch as a requirement, kept it under 30 minutes, and logically grouping them by nearby locations to minimize travel time. Let's take a look. Duration 90 minutes from this time to this time. Yeah, that makes sense. Then the duration here. Notice there is no overlap for that date, which is great. That's a good thing. Also, it prioritized demonstrations and strategies. And here we're looking at another day. Overall, it seems like it accomplished everything that we asked for it. More details are included for each day. Tells us a technical support visit, and that's pretty it. It also indicates that it was removed product launch for this date as well, 17th. Let's see if that is accurate. Yes, there is one here. So overall, it also did it for the 14th. And that is correct. Success. Take a look at it. If this video brought you any value, like, subscribe the button. If you run into issues or having ideas of how to make your workflow more efficient, your entire process, feel free to reach out. That's what I do. I've been doing it for decades, with and without technology. And that's it. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.